apparently in our marriage for 20 years, I had bought Melissa gifts and she never said when she didn't like them. So I say, man, you're getting really difficult to shop for. Okay?
Yeah.
And that's the one.
Sound effects.
Then I follow that up and I say, I know some women that would have liked that gift.
So men need to really lock in and really pay attention to the things that they're to the things that their women want. And I feel like a lot of times when you talk to single men, they do their perception of this is so fucking warped. They have no idea.
I'm like, look, from now on, you know how men are. We two things wrong. All right, fine. Gift cards for the rest of your life. You'll never get this from me again.
You go shopping by yourself.
Yeah, go shopping. Go, here's $500. Go to Amazon. Go crazy. So she tells me, like, no, that's a cop out. You doing that is a cop out. I'm not asking you to give me $500. Obviously, we got the same bank account. I could take $500 out. That's not what I want from you.
Exactly. That conversation, if you are a married man, you have had that conversation. I know this happened a while ago, or this video's a little bit older, but I don't care. I don't care. Cause this shit is this is what I be talking about when I be talking to men about marriage, and I'm like, if you're married, then you've probably had this conversation if you're a man. If you're a married man and you care about your wife and your wife feels safe enough to have this conversation with you, you've probably had this conversation with your wife. Almost guaranteed. Almost guaranteed. And that's why when I be talking to men about marriage and stuff like that, or about relationships or about women, and they say things to me, and I'm like they talk about, a lot of men talk about women in a way that it makes no sense to married people. It makes no sense to married men. And married men are misogynistic as fuck. Still, don't get me wrong. But there are just like certain things that married men have experienced in relationships that men, like men who aren't married and aren't dedicated to their partners or aren't committed to their partners long term, they just like don't understand because they never been there before. And they say shit about women and men, and they talk about our dynamics in relationships from a completely ignorant place. Completely ignorant. But if you listen to this story, and you look at the reactions from everybody, you will see that this is so commonplace. This is such a commonplace story. And it is almost every time a man doing it to a woman. Like, men fuck up all the time. All the time. And women are constantly trying to help us get better. I just had a conversation about this last night, though, and it was a prompt in a live, and the question was like, should women date for potential? And I was like, no, because men almost never realize their potential. But I was saying that women don't date for financial potential. That's not really what they date for, because women are smart. Realistically, if you meet a man and when you meet him, he ain't in school and he just got a regular job, he not no bum, he pays his bills, he got a regular fucking job, that woman ain't expecting that man to make no $150,000 a year ever in their lifetime. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's be fucking for real. They're not even expecting that shit. But they do expect you to maintain this level, not what I'm saying. I'm talking about the lifestyle. They do expect you to be able to maintain this lifestyle in perpetuity for the whole entire relationship, right? That's the fight. So it's not necessarily like financial potential. What women are really banking on is the emotional potential that men show, because men are human. And I'm sure that because men are human and we have the capacity to be great human beings and great individuals, we show flashes of it and women go, yes, see, it's in there. Not knowing the whole time most men are doing that straight to manipulate a woman, like love bombing her or whatever, but it's neither here nor there. Women date, they get with men, they get into committed relationships with men, they even marry men in hopes of one day he'll grow, he'll learn, he'll be better, right? That's the potential that most women are looking at in men. And that's a potential that most men never live up to. We never actually fully evolve. Now, I say all of that to get to this point. This is exactly what I have experienced in my relationship. And I've had this conversation with many a men, and they all say the same fucking thing. But it's just so funny to watch it play out.
Apparently, in our marriage for 20 years, I had bought Melissa gifts, and she never said when she didn't like them. This happened in Mother's Day. So all these years, I'm buying her gifts. And of course, she likes some she doesn't like. But when she doesn't like them, she never says anything to me, right? So her birthday last year, I bought her 2 Gucci fanny packs.
Proof that women suffer in silence. Again, just more proof. She never says anything, good or bad. She takes it with a smile. Proof that women suffer in silence.
Okay, 2 Gucci. You feel me? Thing been going good for the kid. You know. So for the first time ever, she was like, you know what? I don't really need 2 Gucci fanny packs. Like the fanny packs is like a trendy thing. I don't need that. How about we take one back and get me a purse so I can use it all the time? I'm like, okay, you know, that's unusual, but makes sense. Okay? As long as you're happy, I'm happy. But like we do in marriages, we got a scoreboard. And the scoreboard only happens when something's bad, right? So I put that in the back of my mind like, she returned a gift. Huh. But I don't say nothing, okay? The next Mother's Day, like literally the next time I'm buying her a gift, I buy her some red bottom Christian Louboutin shoes. And I'm talking sparkly, diamondy, great to me. You know,
To me. See what he said? Great to me.
hand her these shoes on the gram. She's opening the box. I'm already recording. Like, this is perfect for my story. Yeah. No, this is gonna kill. She doesn't like, I noticed in the story, and she didn't give me the reaction I wanted, so I didn't post it. I was like, you know what, I'm done. I don't really like how you, I want another take. I want to give you a chance to give me what I was going for in my shot. So now,
When doing it for the gram goes wrong.
a week or 2 later, she comes back and she's like, you know what? I don't even like those shoes. I don't even like gaudy shoes like that. I want you to take these back and get me a pair that I'll like. So I'm like, now y'all want to hear some truth? We were working on in our marriage being completely open and honest at the time. We had heard it in podcasts, so we're trying it, right? So I say, man, you're getting really difficult to shop for, okay?
Yeah.
And that's the one.
Sound effects.
Then I follow that up and I say, I know some women that would have liked that gift. I know.
What women? Like, what do you mean by that, bro? That's crazy. What women are you talking about? You just be like in the world, but what you say, you know some women. Like, what do you mean by that? How do you know? As a married man of 20 years, like, what? That's crazy. Why would you? That's crazy. But hold on, real talk though. There's truth in that statement, right? His statement, though, when you think about it, his statement reflects how a lot of men end up in relationships with women, but they still pine over a woman from before. A lot of men get into relationships with women who don't speak up for themselves and don't challenge the men to be better people and be more considerate and blah 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 blah. Right? They get the woman that they forego the woman that challenges him, but also is more fulfilling for the woman that is less fulfilling, but doesn't challenge him, because men are deathly afraid of that. So they settle or whatever. It's a trade-off, right? And that's how they end up in those types of relationships. I've seen it before where men are with women who they deem to be more attractive. Like I said, she was more fulfilling, like not even just like physically, but emotionally and all that stuff, because she challenged him. She was a more, just their relationship was more fulfilling for him. He just didn't like that she would challenge him pretty much. And he couldn't take it. His ego was too fucking, too sensitive. So he cut her off, and then he got with a woman that would, accept those gifts. You know what I'm saying? And there is if you like Louboutins and you like Fendi and Gucci, I'm not knocking those people at all. I'm not saying like those women are shallow. I'm just saying that the women who I feel like you can just, they like those women are easier to shop for. Those women are easier to maintain. Like I say this all the time about my own wife. If my wife was the type of woman that all you got to do is buy her like some name brand shit and she would be happy, my life would be set. You know what I mean? As far as like buying gifts and shit like that, it's so easy. Just buy my wife some expensive shit. And then here's the thing, because this shit happened to me like 2 years ago. I was working, whatever. I had put off buying gifts for everybody. It wasn't just my wife. I had put off buying gifts. And I waited till like Christmas Eve, maybe. It was something stupid like that. And anyways, I went to the mall. I knew where I was gonna go. I had an idea of what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I ended up what I wanted to get my wife was a Pandora's bracelet with like, some shit to represent our family. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got like a dog thing and something to represent my sons, and then I don't even think I got something to represent me. But then I got like a heart, you know what I'm saying? Because she loves him, whatever, right? Like it was just something to represent our family, And I got her that. My wife doesn't wear Pandora stuff. Like she's not against it, I don't think, but she just, that's not her brand. But I liked the thing and I liked the sentiment, like, you know what I'm saying? Like it was like a gesture. So I got her that, and I got her like, I think I had got her like 2 pair of Ray-Ban shades, whatever, right? I got her this like name brand shit or whatever. Spent whatever good amount of money on just her shit, like whatever, like $1,000 or something. So you would think, right? That's enough. That's a. She liked the shades. I think she appreciated the bracelet. She never said anything about it, but that motherfucker's still in her closet right now. It's tarnished. It ain't great. You know what I'm saying? I think she wore it like a day. And then she told me, she was like, oh, I just don't really wear bracelets like that at work because, where she worked. My wife doesn't work anymore. She doesn't wear the bracelet. This is all like, I'm not mad about it. It's my fault. But she didn't say anything. She didn't say, oh, I don't like it. I don't appreciate, you know what I mean? But I did take note of that. And mind you, this is after her and I have had conversations around how I buy gifts for her a long time ago. We had that. Like, I remember like Valentine's Day 2015, like whatever. And she broke it down to me. She was just like, bro, she was like, you need to get me something. She was like, I want you to buy me something every fucking holiday, pretty much. Like, I'm just paraphrasing. She was like, I want you to get me something every holiday. That thing, I don't want it to just be some mindless gift. I want it to mean something. I want it to be special. I want you to put some thought into it, essentially. Because I think I had got her a gift card or something along those lines. And she was like, I don't like gift cards. Not from you. I don't like gift cards from you. And she was like, because you put all the labor on me to go buy my, you know what I'm saying? Like, now I got to go buy me something. You go buy me something. And I was like, you know what? Bet. Like, out of that conversation, I learned so much about, just how to be more thoughtful in buying presents or whatever. Now, with all that being said, me and my wife, both, she will tell you, I will tell you, we are both extremely difficult to buy gifts for. A humongous reason why is, and I think this is also kind of reflective of Kevin's situation. When you get to a certain place economically, right? When your wife can get whatever she wants, whenever she wants it, and you can get whatever you want, whenever you want it, and all of y'all money are the same, it ain't my money, and then she got her money. So if I spend $500 or I give her, like, if we had that kind of relationship and we split our money that way, if I give my wife $500, maybe that means something. $500 cash. So I give her a stack. If I give her a rack or whatever, maybe that means something to her. You know what I'm saying? Because oh shit, damn, that's $1,000 more than I have. But since all of our money is the same, and since she can buy whatever the fuck she wants whenever she wants to, and she don't got to ask me, and she don't got to wait, and she don't got to save up or nothing. She could just buy the shit, and I can do the same thing. It does become increasingly hard to buy somebody a gift. 15 years ago, we had to, hey, nah, she gonna get that for Christmas. You know what I'm saying? 8 years ago, even maybe, it was like, yeah, she gonna get that for Christmas. But like, for the last, like, better part of, damn near a decade now, like 6, 7 years, get whatever you want when you want to get it. So it makes it a little bit harder. I understand that. But then that's when it doesn't matter the price, it's what you get her. It's what you get her. And I learned how to listen to her. I learned how to pay attention to her better because of that. I be listening for stuff when she says stuff. Oh, I was thinking about da 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 da. Bet, file it away. Write it down if I got to. I put stuff on my phone every now and again. But when I lock in on something, I'm like, that's the gift I'm gonna get her. Then I get the gift. And I've been way more intentional in getting her gifts. I've bought her, like, from that Valentine's Day, I can tell you some of the gifts I bought her that I'm actually proud of, because I like really just was listening to her. She never, because she don't just be like, you know what I want for Christmas? She's not that type of person. But I remember she was talking about getting like some laser hair removal shit. Women love their laser hair removal shit. And I bought her like a gift card to a laser hair removal place, where she can go get it done. And then I remember that she was talking about that, and she was like, yeah, it was cool. Da, 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 da. And she had said something about it. And then she had mentioned something about like an actual like laser hair kit. So I bought her one of those. Like the next, you know what I'm saying? Like the next time. And then I just try to pay attention to what she's saying. Like one year she was talking about how she was moving into an office and she needed a mini fridge for the office. And I bought her a mini fridge. Unbeknownst to me, she had already had one, right? I didn't know. She had gotten one, in between the time that she told me and the time that I bought one, right? But that didn't matter though, because she, what I'm saying? Like, she still liked it. She was like, oh, that's great that you bought me that. She liked that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was funny. I was like, oh shit, now I got to take it back. I'll take it back, whatever, no problem. But like, she knew that I was listening to her. She knew I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, she knew I was listening to her. And that's what I want. Wherever I get my wife, I want her to know that I'm listening to her. I want her to know that I'm actually, like, I'm paying attention to her. Kev bought his wife a bunch of shit, like he said, that he liked. I like Louboutins. I don't wear them. I'm saying I like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like women in Louboutins. I like whatever you want to say. I like Gucci purses. I like Fendi. I like Prada. I like YSL. Like, I like that shit. For her, if my wife wanted to wear it, I would buy her all that shit all the time. But she don't wear that shit. See what I mean? I like the way she dresses now too. So I'll buy her the stuff she likes. I'll buy her the clothes she wears, the brands she wears, the looks she likes. I remember my wife told me, she was like, yeah, I like this type of style. Like, we were just having a conversation and she was showing me like the type of, like the type of style that she likes. And she was like, oh, these boots. And then I just fell off into a rabbit hole. I was like, all right, cool, man. I just started like researching all these looks and I bought her a bunch of shit that fit those looks. And she liked it. She liked the stuff. She liked the boots. She liked the jacket. But I remember going to the mall. I remember shopping for her online, buying her fucking $700-800 worth of clothes. And she liked fucking $100 worth of that shit. Because I just bought her shit that I thought, you know what I mean? So men need to really lock in and really pay attention to the things that the things that their women want. And I feel like a lot of times when you talk to single men, they do their perception of this is so fucking warped. They have no idea.
Major! No, that is a rookie mistake. You've been in this game 20 years. You're a veteran.
Fellas,
She asked me for honesty.
fellas, if you ever want to be single,
What happened was during this time, like this, and I'm mad. I'm like, how's a gift become an argument? Like, you're ungrateful. Like, I'm saying how I really feel. Unwise, admittedly so. But what she says is, and this really, like, it cut through in it. She said, you know what? I'm mad. When you're mad, you say stuff you don't mean, but you do mean. You know, I'm like, look, from now on, you know how men are. We 2 things wrong. All right, fine. Gift cards for the rest of your life. You'll never get this from me again.
You go shopping by yourself.
Yeah, go shopping. Go, here's $500. Go to Amazon. Go crazy. So she tells me like, no, that's a cop out. You doing that as a cop out. I'm not asking you to give me $500. Obviously, we got the same bank account. I could take $500 out. That's not what I want from you. What I want for you is to see me. I want you to see my closet and know that these are nice shoes because they're Louboutins, but they're not my style.
Exactly. That conversation, if you are a married man, you have had that conversation. And if you haven't had that conversation, I guarantee you should be having. Your wife just hasn't brought it up to you. I will almost guarantee you that. Like it's so the thing that pisses me off too about talking to men about this shit, how they always trying to gaslight me and act like what I'm saying is so crazy, is the exact thing his wife said is the same shit my wife said verbatim. And the exact same thing he said is the exact same thing I said. Not the women would appreciate that. I didn't say that. I'm talking about at the end when he was saying like how our accounts are the same and you know what's 5. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I was like, dude. I'm telling you, these dudes know exactly what it is. Y'all be out here playing. Y'all know exactly what it is. You know, you just don't want to be a better person. And that's why all the men, the dudes on stage, the crowd, oh my God, shit. All the men, not the women, everybody was reacting like that. But the men was like, Kev, that's a rookie mistake. Exactly. We know. Married men, we know. Men in committed relationships, men who like our women, at least fucking somewhat, we know. We know. Don't let these single men keep y'all single, dude. Don't let these single men keep you single. Don't let these single men have y'all out here single. Listen to the mistakes the married men have made. I be telling y'all shit that I've done. I'm telling you shit that I've been through. I've been talking about the shit that Kevin said. I've had so many references in my lives, in my stories, in my, you know, in these videos. I've talked about this over and over and over again. So now y'all gonna tell me I'm pandering, I'm lying, I'm the only man that, no, not the man. No. Almost every man you know has had that coming to Jesus moment in his relationship. And by coming to Jesus, I mean meeting their real wives. Not the representative of their wives, not the wives that's meek and quiet and just, sitting idly by, letting the man just fucking not pay attention to them or whatever, like most women do for extended periods in their relationship, sadly. No. The wife, the real wife, his wife showed up. Nice to meet you. I don't like that. Take that shit back. Yeah. We all, it happens to the best of us. It happens to the best of us, man. It ain't no shame in it. It ain't no shame in listening, I should say. Definitely you should be a little ashamed that your wife got to tell you to see her and recognize her. You should be ashamed by that. Don't get me wrong. But you should never be ashamed to listen to that, though. Ain't nothing wrong with listening to that. That don't make you no simp. The men telling you that don't make us panders or nothing. We just trying to tell you. I'm just trying to say, you think I'm lying to you? You think Kev got up there, he lying to the men? He trying to make the men single? Like, what the fuck? Nah, bro. I wish y'all really would listen to the real men out here, to the men that's not the real men. I'm talking about the men that is really trying, like actively trying to be the best partners to their women. I wish y'all did. I wish y'all listen to us and stop listening to Kevin Samuels Ghost. We got a lot more. That one lesson right there is more valuable than anything Kevin Samuels taught any of you motherfuckers. Them 2 clips will basically teach you everything you need to know about marriage if you dig deep enough into that. That's how deep that shit is.